In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove a bushing from a leaf spring. So you're going to want to start by removing the part from your vehicle. Most bushings are pressed in pretty tight and require a press or a bushing tool. The way I'm going to attempt this is using a threaded rod and a socket set. I'll talk you through everything and show you how to get from this to this. A full video on how I'm going to restore my leaf springs are coming later this week. Make sure to subscribe and click on that bell icon to be notified when that one comes out. So let's get started. You're going to want to start by clamping each end of the bushing with your fingers, and hopefully in your Weet-Bix because it should come right out. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. Cheers guys.
Got him!
Nah, I'm just trying to be funny. But most of the time they'll be dry, rotted, and seized. To make things easier for this process, I've chopped off the protruding rubber ends of each side. The tools we'll be using consist of a threaded rod, also known as booker bar, some washers, nuts, and a socket set. If you're in Australia, you can probably pick these up for about 10 to 15 bucks at your local Bunnings, minus the socket set. That's kind of expensive. Don't forget to double check, measure the hole going through the bushing so that you don't get a threaded rod that doesn't fit. I ended up using a stainless steel rod because the threads are much smoother. From what I've read online, they're a bit stronger than galvanized steel. I've also picked up some fat washers as well as some high tensile bolts. I've seen people do this with hole saw bits instead of sockets. I've read online that you're able to use pipe fittings as well. Lucky for me, I had a mate that had a 1-inch socket set, so I'll be using them. You're gonna need two sockets for this. One that'll fit the inner diameter of the bush housing, and another that is big enough to accept the whole bushing. The idea is we'll be cranking down on these nuts, pushing the small socket as well as the bushing into the big daddy socket. Now crank down on those nuts. Remember, the hotter they get, the easier they strip. There's going to be a lot of force, so take it slow and don't forget to use lube. You don't want to damage the nuts or the shaft. So the bushing that I'm working with doesn't have a sleeve, which meant the socket was sitting on the rubber. This is where I ran into a bit of trouble, as the socket would end up getting jammed at an angle inside my part. So I switched to a smaller size and tried again. Success. I then doubled up the sockets for the final push. And there you go. Bushing out, you're ready to install your new one. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. Leave a like if you like what you saw. In the next video, I'm going to be restoring the whole leaf pack. Stay tuned, subscribe if you want to see that one, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace.